When you spoke after the game on Sunday, I mean, it seemed like you were eager for this opportunity, but like, you know, I don't know if expected is the right word, but I mean, is it something you really feel like you've earned?
Yeah.
And we're hoping they would.
Yeah. You know, I've been preparing for this. Like I told you when I was sitting in my locker, you talked to me, you said, how's your preparation change? I said, I just keep staying steady. And, you know, I think I've done that. And I think, you know, when I played in the Denver game, I played at the Chargers game with no preparation, you know, in practice, no reps, being able to come in and move the ball. You know, I felt like I earned it. At the same time, you know, I play with confidence every time I'm in the game, and I feel like this week's no different. You know, I had a full week of prep, feel great about it, and you know, my teammates believe in me, believe in what we can do, and you know, I'm excited to go out there and let it spin.
How does that week of preparation or knowing you're the starter kind of help?
Yeah, I mean, you get reps with the guys that are going to be out there playing. So, you know, having an idea of the speed of the guys and being able to rep the plays that you're going to run in the game is huge. And you know, I feel great about it. I feel confident, and the guys are ready to roll, like I said. But you know, having that week of prep is big, and being able to go produce on Sundays.
Jake, when you got the news, was it an expectation of yours, or?
I mean, look, I'm going to do everything every week that I can to prepare. If that's, you know, you're starting, you're the two. You know, I got to be ready to play no matter what. And so I feel like, you know, Jonathan Vilma just asked me, how does your preparation change, you know, knowing that you're going to be the starter? You know, I've been going through my process since last year, you know, when I was working with Gruden, him allowing me to understand what my process is going to be and how to prepare like an NFL starter. So, you know, they always say, you know, just always stay prepared. I feel like I've always had this process, and I've been, you know, practicing it for the last year and a half. So this week was no different. I do the same process that I've been doing, and I feel great about it.
Except for interviews with Jonathan Bill.
Except for interviews with Jonathan. Yeah, very true. Very true.
Two numbers that are a very small sample size, but I'm just curious your thoughts on them. One is a positive, no turnovers in the games you've played. Is there anything coincidental about that, or is that a part of your game, or is that?
Look, man, I just got to go and be me and trust what I see, trust my feet, trust my preparation. You know, I think in the times that I've played in the games, I haven't put the ball in harm's way, but I also have, 30 attempts. Yeah. So, you know, you got to go out there, you got to show the people that you can play, you know, in meaningful games, meaningful snaps, and you got to earn everything in this league. And I feel like that's been the theme of my life. I've had to earn everything I get. Everyone's doubted me. And I just got to go prove it.
The other one is a negative, but again, it's only 30 attempts, but a 48% completion percentage. What strikes you of missed opportunities, I guess?
I wouldn't even worry about the whatever percentage it is. You know, you go into a couple games, you get a couple drops, you get a couple bad balls. You just got to go out and prepare, and this Sunday is an opportunity to go cut it loose, show what I can do, be a full-time starter in a game, and you can make your judgment off that.
Fans have gotten the opportunity to see you obviously coming in relief, but as you mentioned, like with a week of prep, things could look a bit different. What should they expect to see from you?
Listen, I'm going to be confident. I'm going to let it rip. You know, I feel like I've worked too hard to go in there, you know, with that mentality of, oh, don't screw up. You know, sure. I've been preparing for this. I'm going to do everything I can. This is a must-win game, but if you look at it, we're 5-8. What do I have to lose? Right? No, seriously, like, what do I have to lose? Yeah. I might never get an opportunity to start a game again. I'm going to show everybody what I'm capable of doing, and let the guys know that I'm confident in doing that. You go and you win this game, things can change. So I think it's just a 1-0 mentality. Beat the Commanders and show everybody what, you know, Jake Haener can do on Sunday.
How did you handle the first time earlier this season when you weren't going to be the starter?
I mean, listen, I talked to Mike about it. What did I tell you, Mike? Just always got to be prepared. You know, and that's been my line that I've told everybody. I just try to stay prepared and try to do everything I can to give myself the best opportunity and my team the best opportunity if I'm in there, and that's never going to change.
What's your comfort level with the wide receivers? Obviously, it's a different room than the one maybe you worked with in camp.
For sure. I think MVS has been great this week. You know, he's a veteran presence. Juwan, Foster, Kevin, all those guys I feel confident with. AK, having him there, just being able to have confidence in the people that I've gotten reps with this week, I think is a big thing. And if I feel a matchup is favorable in our with the Saints, I'm going to take that opportunity and do everything I can to put the ball where it needs to be.
Dallin Holker got his first career catch last week. Is he somebody you've gotten an opportunity to build a little bit of chemistry with?
Yeah, I mean, I worked with him a lot this offseason, right? Like, I feel like he was with the 2 rotation a lot this training camp, and it's a guy that I've thrown the ball to a lot, so I feel really comfortable with him.
Jake, where do you feel like you kind of made the most strides this season, just going back from when you started the process this offseason?
Yeah, I mean, I think my feet and my timing have obviously improved. I feel like I've always been an accurate passer. I just think once you get more and more confident with the reads and progressions in the system and you get more reps at it, the better you feel. And I feel like this offense has given us the opportunity in OTAs, in training camp, throughout the season to rep a lot of what we were going to do, on Sundays. And, I feel like I've gotten a lot of reps of what we have in, and, I feel confident with it.
Because, like, the general public doesn't maybe necessarily know who you are.
Yeah.
They've discovered that photo shoot from a while ago. Yeah, I just wanted to ask you about it. I'm sorry.
That is like just such the opposite representation of like who I actually am.
Yeah.
And I hate it so much just because it's just like, it's whatever. I did it. I got to own it. But I can't stand it. I would think I'm a clown if I saw that too. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? You just got to go let it rip on Sunday, and then people forget about that crap.
Could you? Sorry, I wasn't here last year. But like, could you give the backstory of how those photos
You're killing me.
originated? I'm sorry.
I mean, listen, it was like the NFLPA thing, and I was kind of just standing there doing the photos, and they're like, "Have fun with it," blah blah blah, and you saw it. So yeah, it turned into that, and here we are.
Jake, what's your journey been like this season, from off season to the skin cancer to now?
Yeah, that's actually a great point. That was something that kind of just came up out of nowhere, obviously, and I had great care with our trainer. Sean has been awesome. Ben, JG, Keyshawn, Reggie, I'm going to name them all. They've all been great. Austin, Mango, Natalie, everybody's been great, and they do a great job at what they do. So the skin cancer for me was nothing. I felt like I trusted them, and all I needed to worry about was football. So, the ups and downs as far as, being told you're not going to, have the opportunity to start, obviously that was tough. But at the same time, it's all about the team. It's all about how can we, have the best way to get a win on Sunday. And at the time, it was, Spencer starting the games, and, now it's my opportunity to try to go get us a win on Sunday. And the Commanders present a great challenge. They're a great team, but we're confident. We had a great week of practice, and, I just think we're ready for the moment.
Are your friends and family coming in for the game? Or are you
Yeah, Derek was obviously Derek has been awesome this week, super supportive. He's been watching film with me every morning, just giving his 2 cents on what the Commanders do and how they present a challenge. He gave us 10 tickets to his box, which obviously, I can't thank him enough for that. It's a really unique opportunity and something that doesn't happen a lot. So really, really grateful for that.
Jake, when Derek was out, weeks 6 through 9, I think there was 16 sacks, and in the games he started, there's been 8. I guess when you look at that and you see those numbers, is there kind of a through line of what needs to be different to avoid that?
You just got to process and get the ball out of your hand and trust what you see. I'm going to do everything I can to go through my progressions, get the ball out of my hand, and obviously with Derek, he's played in this league 11 years. He's seen a lot of looks, and I think having him down there with me on Sunday will be huge, because once I understand kind of what is being projected at me, if what holds true on film is going to be, the tail on Sunday, then, I can continue to trust my prep and go. But if not, I got to react, and I think that's the beautiful thing about a pure progression offense.
Is that, when you say get your ball out of the hand fast, is it more just, knowing what you're looking at? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of sit back there and you're like, okay, I have an idea of what's going on here. You trust your prep, you trust what you see. And that comes with experience. It doesn't happen. You go and you see a lot of these young quarterbacks, and I'm not a vet by any means, but like some guys don't trust what they see all the time. And that leads to sacks, leads to you holding the ball. So I just got to trust what I see and use my eyes to my advantage and cut it loose.
How impactful has Andrew Janoko been for you?
He's been great. In the beginning, me and him, I was bugging the crap out of him, asking for all the keys. How do we do this? How do we do that? And he's like, dude, it's March. I have no idea how we're going to run this offense yet. And he's like, who is this Haener guy, dude? Like, get out of here. I don't know who you are. So he's been awesome, though. Like, dude is so passionate about football. He is, one of my favorite coaches, that I've had, in the sense of just bringing energy every day. He loves what he does. He loves being in the room. And just for me, coming into work every day with somebody that's passionate and loves their job is contagious. And I think he does a really good job of presenting me with all the information that I need to be successful. And he's done that the entire year. If it's Derek, if it's Spencer, if it's me. And he shows complete confidence in whoever's back there. And I have a great relationship with him.
You thrived a bit in like those 2-minute situations in camp. I'm wondering, is there anything you can translate from, like, even if you guys aren't going necessarily no huddle or hurry up, that can benefit that to help you find that rhythm, I guess?
For me, it's just like it all comes back to trusting what you see and trusting your feet. And, I just got to do everything I can to trust my preparation. And the biggest thing is, guys, just being confident in what you're doing and letting the guys around you feel your confidence, feel your chip on your shoulder. And guys follow that. And I think when you play with a little energy, the team feels it. And when the passer is completing the ball at a high rate and you're moving the ball up and down the field, the crowd feels it. Everybody feels it. So I'm going to do everything I can to do one play at a time, find completions, and move the chains.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.